Hey guys, welcome back to Etheria Restart. In today's video, we're kicking it off in the home screen because I think the song is an absolute banger, but what we're going to do is we're going to start a fresh account over in this beta. And this is not the reroll guide. I will do a full reroll guide before global launch. But I have been informed by my man Grimmo, absolute legend. He said, you know, you can get like 80 pulls on a reroll. When I was rerolling, I wasn't getting that many. They introduced extra codes, and there's a bunch of other little things you can do to get extra pulls as well. But that sounds like a ton of pulls, and you guys know that I love rerolling. Now, all these summons may not be there in global launch because obviously with the global launch, maybe we don't have as many codes as they gave us in the beta or something like that. We'll have to wait and see, but I wanted to run through and test this and just show you guys. So if you're getting ramped up for global, obviously I'll have a guide before then, but I mean, it's a pretty solid start to be able to reroll and get that sort of stuff. Now, unfortunately, at the moment on this test build, there is no guest account. So rerolling is going to require multiple emails. I've heard people say salting works. I don't use salting. If you don't know what that is, it's like having the email address +1, +2, +3, and you go through and it all gets sent to the same email, but it thinks it's a different one. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like it at all. I just have a bunch of emails. But I'm going to run through this. We'll come back once we're through the first, like I said, it's about 15 minutes to get through the reroll. We're going to see what we got. And just to preempt you guys for when it is global time, for those that are waiting, just make sure you're always hitting the skip. There's a skip button in the top right. Do that. Also, enter your name. You can use the same name as many times as you want. I found out the hard way that if you enter a scrap name, sometimes you get like a free reset. It still costs 100 gems. So I was trying to save time by just spamming buttons. Yeah, use your actual name. Okay, so we've gone through the roughly 15 minutes to complete chapter 1, which now gives us the opening of the mail and all that stuff, so that now we can actually do the proper summons. You actually unlock summoning a bit earlier than this, but you can't get any extra summons. So here is the key point. Now, the first 10 that we get are going to be these 10. If you want to include the extra one that guarantees Leon, you can too. But this 10 is going to be our free 10. This is the tutorial 10. You can get SSRs in here. However, they are not guaranteed. So let's kick it off with this first 10 pull, and then we'll go around to all the other places and see how many we can gather. Now, we get shafted as always. We don't get anything. No. I'm happy to get shafted on these ones because I want to save my luck for global launch. I feel like I've burnt myself on my account already by getting too lucky with my Lily pool, so let's continue. So that is the first one. So next one we have is we got 30 more pulls from codes. So those, and you do have to go into this, but you don't actually have to challenge old mate. You just got to get into it. Cool. And now we can back out, exit, happy days. So then we do our 3 codes. Now, this is where I said it may differ on global due to maybe them having different codes. I'm hoping they'd give us the same amount at global for codes, but you know, you never know what's going to happen. But we have 3 codes, and these are beta only codes. So just keep that in mind when we come to global. I will update you guys on codes for global 100%, but let's just go ahead and redeem all the codes that we have for beta, and each of them is going to give us a 10 pull. So that brings us up to the 40 pulls. So those go into the mail. Next up, we have the 3 from chests that we got along the way. So we did pick up 3 chests from chests along the way. Now, on global, we will have the 10 pre-reg. Now, unfortunately here, we've got the redeem for 10 each. We got a test survey. Oh, no. Okay, this is basically like your pre-reg rewards. So there's your extra 10 there. So you get 40 there, 30 through codes, 10 through what we'll call pre-registration rewards is basically what that's representative of. Then if we go over into our achievements, we should have some from achievements as well, I believe. Now, I think you need to do some summons before you can get the achievement ones. So that might be after we do some summons, we should get the achievement ones. So we'll come back to that and add those on. Then we go to events. So events, we've got that one we don't have anything in. Let's check this one. Party's not going to have one. This one, you can watch this and get some extra gems if you want to. I'm not going to do it because I can't be bothered tabbing out in 2 different tabs. That one we don't have yet. That's not got anything. That one doesn't have anything. The pursuit, we don't not going to get any either. And then hyperlink invite, you can get I think 50 to 100 per one of these if you click on it and then just close the links. But once again, I can't be bothered with that at the moment. Next up, if we go to the shop and we go to the value section, we've got the new aid gift, which is going to give us 1 extra. We've got the weekly, always get your stamina, but we've got this one at a discount for 800, so we can go ahead and exchange that one as well. It's going to give us another 10. So that's been our original 10 plus 40 plus another 10. That's giving us 60 already that we are up to. And I think that is it. I don't think there's any more that can be gotten from the shops at this stage of it until we do some summons and we unlock the exchange. Okay, so with that, let's check how many we've got. So we've already done 10 and we've got 60 here. Now the next thing is going to be, we've got excess diamonds that we can do them with, and also we can purchase some from the shop. So this is a very respectable reroll. Now, I'll talk more in depth about this in a guide when we go through it. But essentially my plan is going to be to reroll on the permanent summon to try and get myself Lily, ideally. Lily is still the one I want to go for. A lot of people are in love with Heinrich. I got Doki on this account. Messiah's been dominating. I still want myself a Lily. I just really like Lily. I like the gameplay style of it. It's what I prefer. You guys do not have to. I will give you more videos with more options. But essentially, we're going to reroll there. Now, if you're a very more casual reroll and you don't want to go hard, you can just reroll for Freya, try and get her early, and then you just go over and pick your target summon. For me, that is going to be Tiamat still. I am kind of... there's a couple characters in here that are really tempting. Rilmoka is just insane for the Doki dungeon, like ridiculous, just cater made for it, who would be absolutely fantastic for that, for PvE progression. Rosa and Born are both very high value for me. I think they're both performing incredibly well at the moment, but yeah, I digress. We'll talk more about that in a future video. New heroes seem pretty good. So let's go ahead and pop our permanent summons. Like I said, we got 60. Then we'll go to the shop. Hopefully we get some more from the summon shop. That should get us another 5, which then gives us another 10 pull from that. And that would add up to our 80. So let's go in on this permanent summon. You do manage to hit the soft pity at least. So very minimum, you should be getting at least 1 per reroll. But realistically, you know, we're going to aim for the juice when we summon on rerolls for global. Let's see. Nope. 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 She's a handy one to pick up for the Doki dungeon. You can get her for the select chest as well. Wow. Marvel performing incredibly well in the arena for an SR. Gauge manipulation. Chucky the Echo, amazing booster. She's in a lot of the meta teams at the moment because it is a speed meta for the early days of the game. Let's go again, another 10. Okay, early yellow, there we go. Let's see how we go on this one. Please don't be Lily because I don't want to burn my luck. There we go, he got Born. Dude, his art is so cool. His spirit is so cool with the wolf, the werewolf thing, and the fact that he has 2 dogs in combat, that he walks into combat is wicked. I didn't realize when he was first announced until we got to the test build that he had the dogs with him, and it's just like, he's got, honestly, just got really cool design in my opinion. But there we go, there's that one. Let's see, anything else? Anything else on that one? Another Marvel. Okay, let's go again. So we've got 20 left. Back to backs. Nope. Okay, those are 2 pretty good SRs as well. She's great for Terra Dungeon free-to-play, and he's just good general all-round free-to-play unit, so nice. Let's go again. Last 10 pull until we get some more. So there's another purple only. Okay, and now let's go over to the shop. So now if we go to the summon shop, and this could be seen as wasteful, but if you're rerolling, I mean, you can go ahead and do it. You can see we can buy 5 summons there. Ideally, you want to get those perfect lattice and then the red shadow prints. That would be my priority. Even the evolution lattice are pretty nice. But you know, if we're rerolling and you're like, oh, I don't know if I'll keep it, you can go ahead. You can get this extra 10, and that is going to bring us up to the 80 summons that you can do in a reroll, which in my opinion is pretty damn solid. So there we go. We get nothing. And that is it. So that would be an absolutely scrapped account. You would not be keeping that. But pretty nice that we can get that many. Now, even if they take away 3 of the codes, that still leaves us with 50 pulls on reroll for global. But we do know they're going to have 1 code that is very similar to it. So, you know, we should be at least 60. I'd hope to be around that 80. I hope they chuck an extra couple codes in for global launch. And that is honestly pretty reasonable. Like I said, the rerolling is a bit tedious with the having to use different emails unless they somehow put guest in before the global launch. But I mean, I'm willing to go through that. I mean, for 80 pulls on reroll, as a sweaty free-to-play reroller, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to do a reroll stream for the launch of the game. But there you go. That's what you get. Pretty solid. For me personally as well, if I do manage to hit my target of Lily early on, like within like 20 or 30 pulls, from there, I just go straight into the target summon and pick up my Tiamat. And then I just roll with the game. Now, Freya is one I'm having mixed feelings about playing through on this beta. I'm going to reassess my feelings on Freya at the end of this beta, and I'll give you guys more concrete thoughts on pulling for her and stuff like that. Because my other problem with this banner is, if you get unlucky, it does go to 100 to get her, whereas the permanent summon, you're getting, you got the soft pity at 50. So you can fill up your account a bit more. So I'm a bit torn. I'm going to do a bunch more testing through this progression account on the progression testing, and I will get back to you guys on that one. But there you go. There's the highlights. 80 pulls on reroll. Dude, I can't wait for global. Anyway, that is going to be it for this one. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.